Inheritance, the Royal Sunshine new event. Alright, let's do this. There's an event. It's good to see you, very good indeed. As it just so happens, there's a matter in which we require your assistance. As you will be aware, another Ladies' Day is upon us, and we are celebrating all ladies as princesses, attending to their every need. For this year's celebration, we're planning to distribute replicas of an antique folding fan to participate. Wishing to learn more about the said fan, Miss Aldietia, a scion of the House of Torn, has taken up on herself to investigate the origins. Alas, she has never frail constitution and is feeling unwell for now. She rested my insistence, passionate as she is about their celebration. No worry that she won't stay put. Thus would I turn to you for help in order to take the burden of my lady, who is also a treasured princess of this day. Might I prevail upon you to assist her investigation? Yeah, sure, I can look into it. I'm truly grateful. Now, Miss Haldidia should be resting on a bench at the Gold Court. Alright. Gold Court is over there. Okay. My apologies, I didn't notice you there. Pardon me, but I do not believe we've met. Is there anything you require? Ah, so the Royal Celestial sent you. Well, I would be lying if I said I didn't need help. I'm in a worse way than I had realized. I'm supposed to meet with 2 people as part of my investigation, but loath I am to admit it, I'm in no condition to be up and about. As you may already know, I'm investigating the origins of an antique folding fan, the very one before me, which I found in the Torn Manor the other day. Curious about the design, which is unseen in Oda, I turned to the history books and discovered that it is of a style used in the palace during the Torn dynasty. Further research revealed that Princess Edvia, my ancestor who gave rise to Little Ladies' Day, once used such a fan in a dance she performed at the Royal Soirée. It was very beautiful by all accounts, and I should have liked to see it. Inspired by this discovery, I consulted the Royal Celestial, and it was decided that we would make replicas of the fan as gifts for this year's celebration. However, when we showed the fan to the artisan we hired, he declared that while ultimately designed in Torn style, it was crafted much more recently, no more than a few decades ago at most. This led me to wonder, who had this fan made, and why? With my mother no longer with us, I went and asked my father, but he claimed to know nothing about it and said no more. Though he married into the family, he is present head of the House of Torn. If he even does not know, then I have to seek answers elsewhere. Additionally, if we learn how the fan was used during our Princess Edvia's time, I thought we could share the knowledge during the celebration. Thus did I arrange to meet with the people who are versed in the history of the family. As I am now, however, I can scarcely stand without feeling faint. I'm sorry to impose, but might I trouble you to attend the appointments in my stead? I'm in your debt. Now, you will want to take the fan with you. Please show it when you meet the individuals in question. One is a reporter from the Mithril Eye, who will be at the Arzatiniv Orsory, and the other is a historian who will be at the Quicksand. Okay, I can go look for them, that's fine. Just over there, okay, easy. Can I help you with something? I'm actually supposed to meet someone here, but she appears to be late. Show this. Ah, so you've come with Miss Alditia's behalf. This is a fan she wished me to expect. Indeed, it is a style hailing from the Torn dynasty. It is said that Princess Idvia has carried such a fan when she has attended functions. In those days, it was considered meet for noblewomen to cover their faces, to which end they carried folding fans on their persons. But as the legend of the Lost Lady would attest, Princess Idvia didn't concern herself with social norms. And at the royal soiree, far from using her fan to cover her face, she used it to perform an impromptu dance. The Sultan and his retinue of seneschals looked on aghast, but the guests were captivated by her performance, and erupted in rapturous applause when she finished. That dance came to be known as the Little Lady's Dance, and is said to have been passed down through the women of the House of Torn. The fan you hold, I expect, was crafted for that very purpose. Curious though, as the daughter of the House of Torn, it seems to me that Miss Aldita should be aware of this legacy. In case, I hope I was able to be of help to her. Pray pass along my regards. The other end. Okay. Where could Aldita be? Can I help you? Hanover, there we go. This fan, Aldita sent you, I take it. Very well then, I'll tell you what I know. When Aldita reached about an antique fan she found, I was instantly reminded of a similar one I saw a long time ago. By her description alone, I could be certain, but to see it here now, there's no doubt in my mind this fan belonged to Aldita's mother, Claudia. She was still half a girl at the time, 15 summers old. Perhaps when I interviewed her for the Little Lady's Day article, that day she had this very fan with her. She was out of sorts, though, and begged to sit down and rest. As tired as she looked, I decided to cut the interview short and ended up writing about something else. I must say, I find it a little strange that Aldita should ask about the fan. It belonged to her mother, after all. Surely she knew something about it. Alright, sounds pretty good. Ah, you returned. Thank you for attending your appointments in my stead. So did you learn aught of interest? This? What? The fan was my mother's? And was used to perform the Little Lady's Dance, a dance passed down through the women of our line. Forgive me, but I'm not sure what to think. I never knew about any of this. But now you do have a fan of the dance. Why didn't my mother share the tradition with me? Perhaps she never had the chance. Yes, I feel that is the only plausible explanation. My mother succumbed to illness when I was little. Even if she had wished to pass down the tradition, she never had the chance to do so. Yeah, that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. Be that as it may, my father must have known something. I know not why he claimed otherwise in feigned ignorance about the fan, nor do I expect that he would willingly talk. Still, I want to know about the dance, and about my mother. I'm sorry to pose yet again, Avenger, but won't you help me find the answer? Sure, I can look for it. This means a lot to me, thank you. Now then, if my mother appeared at the Little Lady's Day fair, or with her fan, it seems like she performed the dance there. On that assumption, I propose we look for those who knew my mother around when she was involved in the festival. For this, wealthy middle-aged folks seem like a good place to start. Chances are, they at least cross paths with her in the social circles. To that end, could you please try approaching affluent-looking individuals at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange in Estane's Aesthetics. I shall await you there. Alright. Let's go investigate. Where the hell? Oh, there you are. Where in the world does she disappear to? Are you looking for someone? What, did I ever see the dance performed by Claudia Torn? As it happens, yes, I did. It was during the Little Ladies' Day celebration many years ago. Claudia was participating for the first time, and I had the honor of being her guide. By way of thanks for my company, she showed me the dance, flourishing her fan. She moved such majestic grace, I was left utterly transfixed. A dance so lovely should be seen by all, and won't you perform it on stage at the festival I suggested? To my delight, she agreed with a smile. But no sooner did she finish interrupting the crowd than she retreated out of sight, and all but collapsed to the ground. Then I learned of her frail constitution. Though I hadn't been aware, I felt no less terrible for making her overexert herself. I apologized profusely, begging her not to push herself. And a sad look on her face when she nodded is something I've not forgotten to this day. But look at me prattle on to a complete stranger. My apologies. Now then, I was in the midst of looking for someone, so I shall excuse myself. Alright, sounds good. Alright, let's see what else, let's see who else has some information. A torn woman who once danced at a festival. I'm afraid I'm not familiar with Little Ladies' Day. Has always been a common folks festival after all. If no one were to know, I dare say it would be the head of the Torn family. It's under their auspices that the celebration takes place. Yeah, let's just say that the Torn family has been through some rough times. So the hustings strip, alright. What's that? Do I know Claudia Torn? In a dance she used to perform. May I ask who is asking? Goodness me, to think Alditya had no idea. I was good friends with her mother, I'm proud to say, and would be glad to share what I know. She was quite frail. She was quite frail, and constantly took ill. As a result, she seldom attended social functions and certainly never performed the little ladies' dance in them. She did, however, show it to me in private, and I consider myself blessed. It was so beautiful I begged to learn it from her. She kindly taught me, and she would have dearly loved to teach Aldita too, I'm sure. It breaks my heart that she never had a chance. Oh, this is gonna make me cry, holy fuck. But if Aldita is keen to learn the dance, nothing would please me more than to teach it. A poor substitute, though, I may be for her mother. She waits at the gold court, yes? I shall go and find her at once. Right, let's go back to the gold court. There we go. Oh, there you are. A woman was here just now. She told me she was a friend of my mother's, and kindly taught me how to perform the little ladies' dance. It was beautiful, as I imagined it would be, and I cannot thank you enough for finding this person. Now then, were you able to learn aught from anyone else? So my mother once performed the dance before a crowd, but the exertion was too much for her. What I've now seen, the movements may indeed be trying for those of poor health. Though such as myself, thus did my father choose to keep the dance a secret from me. out of concern for my well-being. Or so I speculate at any rate. Lady Aldita, thank the heaven I found you. Oh, Rodolph, what are you doing here? What am I doing here? Begging your pardon, my lady, but you disappeared from the matter without a word. Both you and your father and I have been worried sick. All is well that ends well, and I see now that you are in good hands. Thank you, good madam, for looking after the young mistress once more. Now then, my lady, even as we speak, your father searches for you in this city. If you feel strong enough, let us seek him out together. It will set his mind at ease. Yes, of course. Yes, you have discovered things I never knew about my family. I would have you at my side when I meet my father. Will you come with me? Thank you. Your presence will give me courage to seek the truth. Master Fortin should be somewhere in the Ruby Road Exchange. Please follow me. Ah, you're the woman from earlier. I should have guessed you were the one who ate my daughter. I said what I said, not realizing you had come at her behest. But what's done is done now. Now allow me to properly introduce myself. Fortine Torn, head of the Torn family, at your service. No more secrets, father. Why did you hide the truth from me? I couldn't bring myself to tell you. Even as that fan and that dance hold fond memories of your mother, they are a painful reminder that she is gone. I couldn't bear to lose you as well, so please return the fan and forget about the dance. Father, I understand full well why you feel this way. Were I in your position, I would likely feel the same. But as much as I'm touched by your concern, I know about everything now, about my mother and about the fan, and even the dance. Claudia? Lady Aldita, that was extraordinary. Where in the world did you learn how to dance so beautifully? An old friend of Mother's taught me. Despite all these years, she still remembered the entire dance down to the smallest flourish. Mother brought you great joy when she danced for you that day. When coming to understand it, I knew that I wanted you to experience that joy again. Aldita. Like I once apologized to your mother, I must apologize to you. It was wrong of me to hide the fan and the dance from you, and I hope to find it in your heart to forgive me. If it is your desire to carry on the tradition, then I will not stand in your way. Thank you, but you know, Father, it is the old lady's day, remember? And an apology, is there not a more appropriate gesture for the occasion? As you say, my princess. As you say, I, Fortine Torn, head of Torn family, do hereby pledge to serve you as your royal seneschal. Your every wish is my command. Except perhaps when I judge that you are overexerting yourself. After all, your highness, well-being is my foremost priority. I shall bear that in mind. Without further ado, that my first wish is to instruct the festival staff in the little ladies' dance, that we may share it with all who participate in the festival. If that is your wish, then it is mine as well. On this day, all ladies are princesses, and everyone should be by rights inherit the dance passed down in our family. I have a gift for you, adventurer. As a token of my gratitude, it isn't much, but please accept these instructions for the dance, along with a replica of my mother's fan. Now then, there's no time to waste. We must distribute these fans to as many people as possible, and share with them the history of the dance. This will be the little lady's day to remember. Oh yes, it will. Fanfare. Nice. Got a new dance. Festivities, I hope. Should you have any questions concerning my family, it would be my pleasure to answer them. Years following the incident with the miller girl, Princess Idia grew to become a fine lady, attending royal soirees and the like on the occasion, just as expected of her. In spite of this, she remained true to herself, forthright and bold as ever. Took her folding fan and accessory noblemen used in those days for the express purpose of covering their faces as a form of etiquette. That's pretty much everything we've just seen in the cutscene. Yeah, so this is just a recap. Interesting. But everyone's here is enjoying the festivities. The dances are right here. Nice. Now let's go find Hildebrand. Hildebrand is in... Alright, let's go find where Hildebrand is. Hilden is ready. What suspiciously auspicious timing. I was just thinking of you, and suddenly you appear. As I'm sure you recall, Master Poo-Poo claimed his purpose in coming to our world was to search for a missing comrade. Which is of course merely a cover for his true objective, laying at the groundwork for a full-scale invasion. While I understand the skeptical masses will demand proof of this sinister operation, thus did I decide to bide my time, keep my eye open, and let things play out. No sooner had I resolved to do so, when I received word concerning the inspector. Seemed to have made progress in tracking down their alien friend. I see my chance, but I can hardly stand against this cosmic conspiracy. You are coming along, yes? Yeah, let's go investigate. Then let us be on our way. They were headed to Palaka's stand, and we don't want to miss the event, in the smallest development. Hello, your associate. Come to admire the spectacle of inspection, have you? As well as you should. Look, Master Poo-Poo, Patios has come to help. Thank you, Patios. You're so kind. What, no more poo-pooing? It was no great chore to master your tongue. The grammar and syntax is relatively simplistic. Such a terrifying intellect. What hope do we have to prevail against it? So how did you narrow down a search for this particular area exactly? Why, tried and true inspector's sense, my dear fellow. All the perceptible and imperceptible signs pointed me in this direction, although they did neglect to include a precise location. For what we must rely on another tried and true inspector technique. Interrogation. Spread out everyone and question the locals on any poo-poo shaped sightings. Okay, we gotta question these ones. Alright. Now that you mention it, I did see something like that in the west of the shroud. Might have mistaken it for a small child if not that this way it moved. Sort of a furtive scamper, creepy. Oh yes, I spotted just a little odd creature in the jungle on my way back from the city markets, only it wasn't alone. It was in the company of a rather unusual gentleman, sickly pale. He was irradiating an unpleasant smell. I felt obliged to keep my distance. Have your investigations bore any fruit? My own carefully crafted queries place an individual of Master Poo-Poo's proportions in the south of the shroud. Ah, to the west, your sources say. I asked around and there have been a few sightings in the jungle somewhere to the north. If we have sightings to the north, south, and west, then that must mean Master Poo-Poo has more friends here than he realized. If not that gregarious, I have precisely one friend on this world. Could it be doppelgangers? No, too simple, too obvious. It's more likely the same alien wandering the jungle, being spotted in different locations by different eyewitnesses. Which just means we need to, I can't believe I'm suggesting this, split up and search the whole area. A fair proposition. Very well then. Are we launching a search party? Oh, Father, have you been following me? Nothing of the sort. I was engaging in feats of physicality while my mind grappled with mysteries of the Mandervillian weapon forging, hoping to turn a perspiration into inspiration, as it were. But I am afraid the burning fields within men poor muses when compared to the stimulus of a worthy opponent. Mayhap I may join you and the indomitable Patios in your endeavor, then happenstance will deliver the challenge I require. You are continuing the case of the silent correspondent, yes? Have you need an extra pair of eyes? As many as you can spare. I was about to assign teams to search, as a matter of fact. This village sits in the Shroud's east, so let us divvy up the remaining directions, shall we? Nash and I will head south. Pedersen and Pastor Poo-Poo to the west, if you please. DeLorean, you and my father have the north. That's Delian. Also the Shroud of the Sangma is awfully big. How are we to keep in contact, much less coordinate our efforts? I had a special link pearls made just for this occasion. We can chatter in each other's ears as much as we like. Are you mad? The Charlans will listen on everything we're saying. Really? All the way out here? I shouldn't think their hearing is that good, but seeing as you mislike link pearls so much, Lord Godbert can hold one for your team. Link pearls, what tremendous foresight. Now then, let us proceed with our investigation. The inspector wishes us to search the west. Yes, I will follow you. I will follow your lead. Alright, so Poo-Poo has to follow me. Okay, follow me. Come on. We're going west. Come on. We're going to the jungle. Oh yeah, there's enemies down here, that's right. A river flowing right at our feet. Few stars have I visited in Cosmos, but precious few have such bounty of water as this one. Your home is a rare treasure. I see no trace of my comrade. What does these black-furred beings? Are they friend of yours, fellow people of Aetheris? Those are a type of Sasquatch. There's a greater variety of species here than I anticipated. I shall have to collect more samples. Let's keep moving. The rocky formation in this island remind me of my home star. They have the same vibrant hues, the same stark beauty, if only. But never mind. We have friends to find. Oh shit, we're being attacked. We're being attacked. Help. Help, I'm being attacked. Let's just destroy it. No sign of my friend here either. But these white-furred individuals, they're surely one of your civilized race, yes? No, those are monkeys. I find it difficult to tell the difference. One semi-intelligent life form is much the same as another. Well, never mind. Moving on. You just compared me to a monkey. Okay. Nothing, not even a little burnt circle in the grass. Different I'm looking for. We grew up together, you see. We were always together. We even shared the same dream, to roam the great expanse of the cosmos. We worked hard and supported one another until we both had starships of our very own. Then the universe was ours to explore. How fleeting that feeling of triumph. But that is another tale entirely. I simply wish to express how dear this friend is to me. Hello, is this thing on? This is Nashu. We think we may have found Poo-Poo's friend. Come to Parusa as quickly as you can. Yes, let's take my starship. It's the fastest way. Meanwhile, at Parusa. Okay, that's funny. And fly off. And fall. Okay, that's funny. Hail, dear comrade, Master Poo-Poo. We come in peace. Pray reveal yourself. The heck is this? Wait, you're the Mandragoras. I know that gentlemanly overlord's voice. Oh. Oh, it's you. Master Zombie Brand, the surge you were trapped in slumber, but I rejoice to see that it is no longer the case. God, it's one of the Walking Dead. Greetings, friends. I'm a proud member of the Gentleman Deadman, a disciple of Master Zombie Brand. What brings you here to Tavernier, in the company of Lalnoskia's infamous vegetable menace, no less? Allow me some of my few precious moments of your lifespan to explain. It was a time when the maggots in my skull grew restless and wriggly. Tales of spoiled seedkin terrorizing the region of Bagia reached our undead fraternity, and so on their behalf I traveled far to recruit a rotten Mandragora. After making his acquaintance, the festering fellow wished to introduce me to his brethren, who he assured me were no less rotten. Thus did I make next for Lalnoskia, that I might extend a fated hand in friendship. When I arrived, however, I learned that one of their companions had been abducted by a strange flying vessel. What was Gentleman Deadman to do but aid in the search? I turned to the Tavernian truth, that reliable bastion of supernatural emerging, and lo and behold, an alien craft matching the seedskin's description had been spotted here on this isle. Then, least to say, we embarked on our journey forthwith. Ah, one of our faithful readers. I'm pleased to see that even in the undead, the hunger for truth is not wholly subsumed by the hunger for brains. So we find ourselves on a case of misappropriated Mandragora. The subductor will not evade my powers of discernment. Soon we'll need a case to carry all these cases. An abductor, I have a feeling we won't need to look far. Right over there. Right up there. Right here. Hey, can someone help me? That may have been me. Forgive me for taking your friend. In my sample collecting frenzy, I must have mistaken him for an edible plant of some kind. Understandable. You would not be the first to confuse a mandragora with a salad ingredient. The main thing is that he is returned to us unharmed and uneaten. All's well that ends well. Now, if you'll excuse us, we should be getting back to Tanalan. Rotting flesh and humidity is an unpleasant combination. My apologies, Master Poo-Poo. We seem to have missed a mark this time, but I swear to you, I shall never rest until you are reunited with your comrade. I almost believed your keen inspector's sense to be a form of prognostication, but it really was just following your gut. I'm afraid vague inspectorial feelings will take us only so far. We have an entire world to search, and for that we need a veritable army of inspectors. An army of inspectors. Of course, I can simply clone a multitude of Mildebrands as I did before. No, let's not do anything rash. Are we gonna clone again? Oh god, we're gonna have a Hildebrand army. Oh dear, the ship's duplication facility has been temperamental for a while. Now it's broken down completely. This clone is the last it'll ever produce. Where did you send the clone? Over there. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh wait, he's a polygon? polygon? What the heck? It looks like a polygon. He's a low poly clone. Oh my god, this is amazing. Amazing. Minecraft Hildebrand. Minecraft Hildebrand. Let's go. My name is Brandyhild. Brandyhild? Inspector Brandyhild. Why is he so blocky? The cloning process must have failed partway through. Allow me to euthanize this abnormality. No. He looks pretty cool. Now, let's not do anything rash. Unlike my former replicas, this one is highly unlikely to be mistaken for me, and seeing as we were looking for extra helpers, I soon pressed this undefined fellow into service. Welcome to the team, Inspector Brandyhild. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I like the 8-bit soundtrack. It's pretty cool. Oh man, this looks amazing. Made quite a mess of that temple ruin, but thanks to Father, it looks like as good as new. Would be as good as old. In any event, I look forward to taking the remainder of the case with my charming new contemporary. I'm delighted to be part of it. Oh, look how shy he is. He really is very charming. Unexpected but invaluable addition to our ranks. With our numbers thus bolstered, I say we were ready once more to dive into the fray. Perhaps, but out of our strategy, we need a new approach. If I may. Assuming Master Poo-Poo's acquaintance pilots a craft of similar design, then might we not instead attempt to locate a starship? Such a striking vessel will have drawn more attention than the comparatively tiny being in question. He has a point. The Truth receives a large number of reports from readers claiming to have observed unidentified flying objects. We could review said reports. Those that meet the criteria of shiny silver and saucer-like naturally, and then remove instances which we know to have been Master Poo-Poo. That should narrow things down considerably. Indeed, what a fantastic idea. Just the kind of brilliance you want to expect one of my clones. I was about to make the same suggestion. Well done, Inspector. I hope I've not overstepped my bounds. I am but a shadow of the original after all. I have a stack of back issues stored in my workroom I used in the city. Poo-Poo can help me shift through them. Cross off the sightings that were definitely him, shall we? Trojan has taken Master Poo-Poo to peruse his store of past vocations. Let us enjoy a brief interlude until they return with the results of their investigation. We're finished going through all the back issues. If we discount the areas we know, Poo-Poo to have visited, it turns out that there was only one other sighting for a flying saucer. In Garlemald. The account itself was sent to me by an Imperial soldier named Numerius, who appears to be a loyal fan of the truth. All the way from the Empire, your publication has impressively wide readership. Our audience has always been universal. After all, the desire to know the unknown transcends all borders and creeds. The saucer was spotted during the Imperial War of Succession. Beyond that, there was no meaningful details. Then we must visit this soldier, fellow in Garlemald, and wring from him the entire tale. I agree, this is our only lead, and we have no choice but to follow up on it, to Camp Broken Glass. Everyone present accounted for. Oh, we appear to be missing Mr. Dillion. My apologies, but I had a hunch that I thought might save us from their time. I spoke with some contingent officers, you see, and Arnunius is on the roster of allied Imperial troops. That certainly makes things easier, and were they able to point you in the direction of this Numerius chap's posting? Yes, Numerius is currently with his unit, organizing the supply dump at Forum Patents. We should head over there and hope we can spare a few moments to talk. The chills creeps right through you in the bones here. How are you all not shivering in that unseasonal attire? Oh ho, a Manderville man on a mission feels neither heat nor cold. I'm not sure how one's frame of mind can overcome the reality of frostbite, but then again, reality always seems relative around the Mandervilles. Hello, is there Numerius here? I am Dillion, the editor-in-chief of Tavernier and Truth. I've come to follow up on your eyewitness account. The editor-in-chief himself. What an honor. I wish there was more to the story, but everything I know was in my submission. I have not left to tell. Unless you have something else to share. Did you say you saw this saucer as well? Oh, I did. More than just see it. This was around the time when the fighting with Nerva's faction escalated into an all-out war, you understand? I'd been assigned to an anti-aircraft cannon, and it was actively surveying the enemies when this silver vessel flew into view. Some new kind of Ormicon, I presume, so I opened fire and knocked it out of the sky. Presume? You mean you never got to look at the wreckage? We were at war. I wasn't about to venture onto the battlefield to indulge my curiosity. It's probably still out there, somewhere. We have to find that flying, or should I say fallen, silver saucer. Do you have an idea of where it crashed? Not an exact location, no. Well, the location helps. Then would best have the gods unlock Almal's capital region, encompasses the malms and malms of icy wilderness. If I may, I do happen to remember the approximate speed and bearing of the saucer and the position and far angle of the cannon. More or less, I think, and our artillerists without a head for numbers wouldn't be long for the profession. That should be sufficient, thank you. I have it. The starship impacted the Earth 1,360 yalms to the northeast of our current location. Give or take a few yalms. How in the seven hells did you arrive to that conclusion? Elementary algebra, my dear Dylan, assuming the craft belonging to Master Poo-Poo's comrade is of a similar construction. Determining its trajectory is trivial. My brilliant clone, ladies and gentlemen. I was about to offer the self-same conclusion, but once again, he has beaten me to the punch. Hooray for Inspector Brandyhild. I seem to have stolen my progenitor's thunder. My apologies. 1,360 or so yalms to the northeast of here. That improves the chances of our search from near hopeless to rather hopeful. Let's go and find this fallen saucer, shall we? Oh, that's mysterious. Promising at first glance, a closer inspection reveals this debris to be the wreckage of some vanquished warp mechana. Scorched and twisted scrap of metal, a starship like Poo-Poo's could well have been reduced to a similar state, were it hit by artillery rounds. What have you found here, Patios? I found something. An exterior panel. This is from my friend's starship, I'm sure of it. Debris from the crash landing. I see no other pieces in the immediate vicinity, which means the vessel may have weathered the barrage and made a good escape. possibility is that your comrade recovered most of the wreckage, or some as yet unknown party did. You're saying someone may have made off with our cosmic visitor? Saucer and all? I say this is an altogether different kind of alien abduction. Has anyone seen Nashu? I should mention it. Where's my loyal assistant? Help! You have to help. My beloved Nashu has been kidnapped. Some cat claimed to be an agent of Dr. Luke came and took her away. He told me to tell you, I quote, if you want your precious companion returned alive, then Patios must present herself at the Tower of Babel. Specifically, the Magitech Servicing Facility. Don't forget that part. The Gal, the Terminatory, the Odyssey, my stalwart aide, spirited away under my nose. Apologies, but who are you? A close acquaintance of Nashu, I assume? Oh, no, I just happen to be passing through, this snowfield. I'm a snowflake inspector, you see. No two alike and all that. Anyway, enough about me. You need to go save Nashu. At last, a chance to stretch my legs. What you say, my son? Shall we get this rescue mission underway? Indeed we shall. They left without us, even though this doctor fellow asked for you by name. Curious. Yeah, I should probably go as well. Ooh. There's gonna be an instance. Collected what evidence remained of the crash, but solving this mystery will have to wait. The case of the abducted assistant calls. Is this gonna be a dungeon? A single player dungeon? If it's a single player dungeon, this is gonna be awesome. Yo. All shall fall before Supralige. With this new improved body, revenge will be mine. You will release Nashu this instant. What are you two doing here? Especially ask for the adventurer. Be gone before I unleash my fury prematurely. Oh, this promised to be a proper battle. I see no reason to trouble Patios. We tackled this menace as father and son, the Manderville men, together. Agreed. I'll not waste my appetite for vengeance on the side dishes. Hard tugs. Time to earn your pay. Oh, a little warm-up before the main event. Get them. Wait, do we get to play as Godbird? Yo, this is awesome. We get to play as Godbird or Hildebrand. Yo. 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 Oh my god, we're actually playing as Godbert. Oh shit, this is awesome. Holy shit. Yes. You survive my missiles and enjoy some of the leftover. Godbert is awesome. Oh, what? Oh, shit. Oh my god, that's awesome. This is gonna be a boss battle. Let's do this. Oh shit, okay, I see. Now's our chance. Come on, lift it. Come on. Manderville map. Victorious again. Oh my god, that's awesome. Oh my god, Manderville. Let's go. Let's go. Is it dead? Ah, things seem to be well in hand. Hehehe, don't get ahead of yourself. There you are, my loathsome nemesis. I saved something special just for you. Yo, that's epic. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's awesome. Let's ball, let's go. Take the shot. And boom. Score. Oh, that was a lovely nap. Oh, did someone build a Magitech servicing facility while I was asleep? Nicely done, Inspector Brentihild. Once more, the clone has put the original to shame. Inspector, please, I am but a pale imitation of your ideal. Ah, I knew keeping company with the famous patios would lead me to worthy challenge. Worthy of breaking a sweat, at least. You've done all the work for me. It was rude of us not to share a slice of the action, yet even vaunted champions just as yourself must rest their bodies, and let others rise to the occasion from time to time. The villain is vanquished, and Nashu's returned to a safe sound. I say we head back to Ratatan to regroup and think of our position. Your comrade yet lives, Master Poo-Poo. I am certain of it. Take heart and let us continue the search. The Growlmald and back we have journeyed, and yet this is just the beginning of the case of the silent correspondent. Come, my friends, the shard of saucer we secured shall lead us onwards to new discoveries. Wait for me, Inspector. I don't know which way is onwards. I should follow him, shouldn't I? Wait for me. A final word from yours truly, if I may. The complexities of Godbrand's techniques had me fluxmoxed, I confess. But I do believe this recent spot of exertion has provided us just the inspiration I required. When you are ready to proceed with your endeavor, pray drop a word in Master Geralt's ear. I shall make myself available forthwith. Until our next meeting. Thank you for assisting with the investigation. Once again, our travels were rife with inexplicable phenomena, and yet I am no closer to exposing Poo-Poo's well-concealed conspiracy. He will slip up one day, though, and you and I will be there to catch him. Meanwhile, somewhere in Tavnir. Oh shit. Who's this mysterious man? Who's this mysterious person? Shadow. Who's behind all this? Huh. Who's this? Did they, like, transform into someone else? Interesting. Oh, what? You took my coin and you failed. What audacity that you should return seeking my largesse once more. I deserve your scorn, but I promise you, your plans are in danger so long as that tenacious pest yet lives. I know of a path of victory, a forbidden path, one which demands the manifestation of the divine. You have my attention. Who is this mysterious man? This is getting mysterious. I guess we'll know about it in the next patch. Probably 4.45. No, wait. 6.3045, right? 6.45 next one. Owning yourself can lead to tragedy, but sometimes you get what you don't expect. A blocky man of quality, Inspector Brandy Hill. Flat face for sure, but will sharpest. See you next time, Inspector. Receive a Manderville weapon for a white mage. Yes. Takes away. Still has white mage. Accept. Petios, how are we faring finding Manderville weapons? Seeing as mine was the hand of the forge, the answer you're looking for is bloody marvelous. Still, it can always be better, and it sounds like Godbert's ready to build on the bare bones of what we've produced so far. I shall call upon his lordship. Patio, so good of you to come. I've had my nose buried in that mystifying manual for what feels like an age or more, but my decoding efforts have at last borne delicious fruit. It would seem that to further enhance the ethereal conductivity of our weaponry, we must apply yet another variety of meteorite. Much as one produces sparks by smashing one rock against another, a rare chondrite in this case. The true case to process, however, is something rather more intangible. Well, don't leave us hanging. Your overdramatic peacock, tell us already. My ancestor tome is, well, it is as much a journal as it is an instructional guide. My Godbrand details a history of failure to elevate its creation. He was accomplished warrior as well. He thus removed himself to further reaches of the wilds, where he sought to vent his frustration upon the most fearsome fiends that crossed his path. Post-battle clarity filled his spirit and miracle of miracles. His very next attempt at augmentation was resounding success. As you see, the missing ingredient in Godbrad's recipe for refinement was a sublime tranquility achieved in the wake of an invigorating victory. I myself received the blessing of battle-based enlightenment on my travels with patios, following a mildly strenuous encounter with one Dr. Luque. However, I contend, Master Geralt, that your material meditation is as yet woefully inadequate. And you think me smashing skulls instead of ingots will somehow improve me forging instincts? I guarantee it. In fact, until you triumph over this trial, I suspect the next rung of Manderville weaponry will forever remain beyond our reach. Not I'd expect you to charge blindly into fisticuffs, nay, sir. I've prepared for you the perfect opponent. Anyways, if you would be so kind as to join Master Geralt at Windschweft, I shall be with you momentarily. The hammering continues. Well, here I am. So where's my perfect opponent? Eager to begin, I see. Capital, follow me. We can get this clarifying combat underway. Flimsy little mammoth. No, I ain't a warrior, but feast your eyes on these corded arms. If this were a tavern brawl, the smart coin would be on the smithy. As it should be, which is why I've set this fellow's battle parameters to maximum level. Right, then let's do this. Tricky little bastard. I know what this calls for. A generous application of Manderville mandated location. What did you just slatter me with? Only the finest Salamanderville, my good man. Feel it sink into your muscles and augment your natural prowess. It's the oil of champions. You know, I do feel oddly powerful. that how it's supposed to be? Ha, take that, Tin Man. What a rush, I've never wanted to forge someone so badly. Is this that battle enlightenment you were talking about? The very same. In your heightened state of awareness, our enhancements are sure to be flawless. Let's get to work. As before, your job is to bargain for meteorite chunks from Jubrina. Rowena knows to supply her with chondrite we need. I'll head back and warm up the furnace. Oh, even at its weakest, watching my mammoth do battle is always a treat. Yes, I actually had this axe-wielding gentleman set to his low parameters. While the slat of Manderville does stimulate circulation, it has no other special effects. The most daunting opponent, you see, is the prison of the mind. Even should the battle itself be a charade, the positive momentum one gains from prevailing in what was perceived to be a mighty struggle is no less real. Now, if you would kindly see to procuring the chondrite, I must attend to my part of the preparations. I need tree. I can only get 2 though. Yeah, I need more of these. I'll have to do some duty finder stuff to get the next ones. Got all tree. So I've got to deliver it to Girdle. Let's go. Firmness is roaring and ready. Let's have them do space rocks then. There it is. Right, send for his lordship, and we can break out to hammer. Yo, that looks sick. Yo. Success. Our collaborative masterpiece taken to new heights. The amazing Manderville cane. What did I tell you? This is the undeniable result of your martial awakening. I still have me doubts on that front, but this is a thing of beauty nonetheless. On the topic of masterpieces, Pedios, should you desire to refine any other Manderville ornaments in your possession, then pray call upon my artisanal protege here. He too has found enlightenment in their crucible of battle, and stands ready with a clear mind and a steady hand. Sounds good. Aye, very well. I'll be around as usual to make sure it meets me demanding standard. Are you pleased with your weaponry and new appearance, by the way? Or were you mayhap more enamored with its previous incarnation? It looks pretty cool now. It has effects and all. Oh, I do understand the attraction of simple elegance. Which is why we've begun offering a line of Manderville weapon replicas. I'm opening a storefront here on a trial basis, so please, do bless us with your patronage if you feel so inclined. And I thought Rowena was a glutton for commerce. Our work is aesthetically pleasing as it is practical. It would be foolish to leave such an obvious business venture untapped. Merchant talk aside, how much longer until we properly perfect your ancestors' creation? I get the feeling we've scratched the surface. An excellent question, and a difficult one to answer. In breaking the cipher, I've come to realization that the manual is but the first part of the incomplete set. Incomplete? You can't be serious. Where's the bloody rest of it then? Presently unknown. Finding continuation of Godbrand's guide shall consume my waking hours. Then occupying a table at my hands will consume mine. You're lucky they've got an impressive selection of spirits. Once again, I do apologize for the internal delays. Very well, my friend. I shall depart on my quest without further ado. Oh yeah, that's a stronger cane than what I have. Nice. We got a stronger weapon. We got a... what's it called? Legendary weapon? No, wait, what'd you call it? Relic. Relic weapon, yes. Yeah, it looks pretty sick. Nice. Alright, see you guys next time on Final Fantasy XIV. Got a relic weapon. Look how sick this looks. It has a lot of cool effects and everything.